I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on now to page 44 of the Grade 2 Discovering Music Theory workbook. And we now get the opportunity to put everything that we've learned so far into question, looking at it in the context of a piece of music. And so do bear in mind this will also include information from grade 1 as well as from grade 2, and use this as an opportunity to just revise things that might have got a little bit forgotten. You could perhaps try some without looking anything up at all, and then if you're not sure, just maybe put a little mark and think, right, I need to look that up, and then that will make you aware of what it is that you perhaps need a little bit more revision on. So try what you can without looking, and then make a note of what you've needed to look up and revise, and that will give you a clue where you need a little bit extra work in preparation for the practice exam coming later. So we have this little piece of music here by Beethoven, and we need to answer these questions relating back to this piece of music. So first of all, we're asked to show which sentence is correct. So regarding this piece of music, is it true? Which one is it? Should the music be played quietly and in a singing style? Should it be played quietly and sweetly? Is it very quiet and sweet, or is it just quiet and sweet? And so let's think about this. Before we start guessing, let's think about quietly is P, piano, sweetly is dolce, that's back from grade 1. And I remember dolce is sweetly because there are little kind of Italian croissant kind of things called dolces, and they are sweet and tasty. Or I also think of like a sweet little dolly. Whatever it takes, it doesn't matter how silly it is, just to help you to remember. And so very quietly will be PP, dolce is sweetly, and then we have PP very quietly, and in a singing style, cantabile. Cant is the sort of root word for voice there. And let's look what we've got. We have PP and we have cantabile, and so it's going to be very quietly in a singing style. So don't just answer the question, squeeze every drop of revision out of it that you can and give everything the definition, and then we've done some extra revision. The more you do, the more helpful it is for your understanding and for your studies. Now in exercise B, we're asked to tick, and which bar contains only semiquavers. So let's see what we've got. So these are semiquavers with 2 beams. So not just does it contain semiquavers, but only semiquavers. So we've got bar 1 is all semiquavers, bar 3 is just nothing but semiquavers, and that's that. So we have bars 1 and 3. That wasn't too tricky. Now then, which of these words best describes how the second and third crotchets in bar 2 should be played? So let's look at bar 2. So here, that's the second and the third crotchets. And this is where we have what looks like an impossible sign. We're told staccato and legato, which seems impossible. But if you remember, if we combine those two, we get kind of a sort of a semi-staccato. So it's not staccato, that won't quite do. It certainly isn't accented. It's not legato. Although there is a legato sign, it's in combination with staccato. So Staccato and legato are present, but because they're there together, it combines to mean slightly separated. Now we've just got a little bit of observation here. So which bar has the same rhythm as bar 2? Let's have a look. So bar 2 is crotchet, crotchet, crotchet. It's not asking us about the articulation, it's asking us about the rhythm. And we can see here in bar 4 we have crotchet, crotchet, crotchet. That isn't correct because we've got a rest and then a quaver, so it's literally just bar 4. So just keeping your eyes peeled should sort that one. Now then, we're asked which 2 bars start with a quaver rest. So let's remind ourselves, what does a quaver rest look like? We're looking for kind of like this number 7 with a little blob. So we need to find some quaver rests. So there's none here. So we already noticed that one when we were looking at the rhythm. And then there's another one. So bars 6 and 7. Once you know what you're looking for, that's not too tricky. Now then, is it true or false for each of these statements? So is it true that the melody has 3 minim beats per bar? So before we go looking at the music, let's think what we're going to be looking for. 3 beats per bar would have a number 3 at the top, and then minim beats would be shown by the number 2. And before we go and check that, I just want to remind you how that comes about. We're looking for that, but remember that this is called a semibreve, but the American kind of pop speakers, the whole note, kind of like a whole cake, which divides into half notes. And so thinking of your fractions, that would be a whole over 1, that would be halves over 2, and then if we continue, we break down into 4 crotchets in the time of 1 semibreve, and because we've divided into 4, they are called quarter notes. And that would be why when we're counting in crotchet beats, the bottom number is 4. And so we need to be counting in minim beats here, if that's what is said. Now here the time signature is 3 over 4, which means 3 crotchet beats per bar, and so actually that's false. Although there are 3 beats per bar, they are not minim beats, they are crotchet beats, and so that's false. Let's look at the next statement. Is it true or is it false that bar 3 contains an ascending scale? Ascending means going up, of E flat major. Now E flat major must have, either in a key signature or in accidentals, a B flat, an E flat and an A flat, and it must go upwards. So let's see what we've got. Well, we've certainly got B flats, E flats and A flats, and let's look what happens in bar 3. So our first note is E, which is E flat, and then we can see we're going up in step, all the way up in step, so there's 1 octave of E flat major, and then it carries on a little bit further still, so we have definitely got an ascending scale of E flat major. That is correct, everything is there that we need. Now, is it true or false that the lowest note in this melody is note D? So let's look, what clef are we in? We're in the treble clef. So let's find the lowest note. So that's pretty low. That's the lowest so far. These have got much higher now. So this is our lowest note here. And let's think what note this is. And so in the treble clef, we know that the lines are every good boy. So this is an E flat, of course. One below that is D, and so the lowest note is indeed D, and so that statement is true. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.